What's going on, YouTube? Back at it with another one. So on this one, I want to talk about my A+ setup that I've seen a million times. Like, I've seen this setup play out thousands and thousands of times. I got so many screenshots, like you would think I was a photographer of this. But anyway, let's get right into it. I ain't gonna take no time and hold y'all up. So I'm gonna just type them out. So these are my A+ points of, well, I would say context and points of interest. Like, I usually use my context as a high time frame fair value gap, and then I'm looking for a point of interest to layer with it. And usually my point of interest is a key level sweep within that gap. But sometimes the point of interest might just be a fair value gap. Like, I like to look for entries coming out of a high time frame fair value gap. But if I can see these right here, let me type them out right quick. So we got yesterday high, low, or previous week high, low, or current week high, low, sweep within high time frame FVG. Then we got Asian or London high, low, sweep within high time frame, or SMT at key levels, aka time-based liquidity. Oh, my bad. Let me go back. Damn, I can't count either. Hey, and it's all raw, man. I don't care. I want y'all to see everything. And then the other one, I do like a sweep of data low or the high to target opposing data low or high. But I only have examples for the first three, right? I might post an example of the last one another day. But getting into my first example of today was today, ironically. So coming into today, right? This is what I saw. Now, at first, my eyes was like, oh my God. Let me make this a little smaller, get it out of the way. Hopefully y'all got that. Put this in the corner if y'all need it. So coming into today, right, I saw London sweep Asian low in a 1 hour fair value gap. And this, I ain't gonna lie, this had me bullish, right? Because I'm seeing, you know, looking at order flow, you know, Monday ripped higher. And ever since Friday evening session, we sweep this low, changing the state of delivery, we inverse this gap, we close over this order block. We're constantly, we're breaking highs. You know, I'm seeing bullish order flow. And then Monday, we just went crazy. But then in my head, I'm like, hold on. Because when I look at this, I don't want to, because I'm in replay mode, I don't want to go on the 4 hours, going to expose everything. When I look at this range, like, this was like the daily in a 4 hour range. This order leg right here. In my head, I'm like, I see buys, but we're also in a premium of this range, right? And like, you know, I don't use quarter theories a lot, but sometimes like on Mondays and Tuesdays, I kind of use it because, you know, they say the start of the week is like the accumulation and manipulation. Like, you know, that's why we have Tuesday low of the week, Wednesday low of the week. So I'm thinking like, maybe Tuesday might be setting up a high of the week since we, you know what I mean? But I don't really know if Wednesday gonna keep, you know, this bearish move going. This might have just been a retrace to come down here to go higher. Who knows? But we're gonna see. But anyway, so I'm noticing we're in a premium of this daily range, this dealing range. And then not only that, we're above yesterday high. I got yesterday high mark right here. We're above yesterday high, and we're above midnight. And I believe, let me see, where's 6 p.m. at? 6 p.m. we opened right here. So we're also above the daily open, midnight. We're in a premium of the daily range. I'm like, not only that, we're above the previous day's equilibrium, which I believe is, let's see, hold on. Let me see if this is Monday. Hold on. Let me bring that back for a second. So Monday we opened up like right here. And then where is the 6 p.m. calendar? 6 p.m. right there. Yeah. So that means that the EQ is like right here. Let me see, do I got this saved? Yeah. EQ is right here. So I'm not gonna lie, like when I trade, I try not to go into the day with a bias, because just from my experience, like every time I came into a day with a bias, like a set bias, I would try to like enforce it and I would just deny what's in front of me. So, you know, in this moment, I'm like, okay, I can see buys, but I see more confluences for sales just based on like location and where we at in price. So in my head, I was like, hey, if we come down here and sweep this low and then we just start breaking higher, then hey, I'm all for buys. But if I see like a SMT at this London high or a sweep of this high, or maybe we fake break out this far out for value gap and then we start tanking lower, then I'm all for sales, right? So let's get into it. What did I see? Which one of these did I see today? So this example gave us a SMT at a key level, and we were within a high time frame for value gap. I should have put that in there, but and we were within a high time frame for value gap. So, all right. So what time it is? At 6. We can skip ahead. So boom. Let me see. This is 7 o'clock. Boom. All right. That's when, you know, once I started seeing that, I'm like, what's going on? What's going on? Because there was news at I think it was PMI news on this day. So you know, if I go look at Nas, I noticed that we swept London highs. Let me take this off. We swept London highs on Nas, but we didn't sweep it on SPX or ES. Some people call it ES. So now I'm like, all right, we got an SMT, y'all. What happened to my? I'm gonna mark it again. They trying to play me. They trying to play me. Plus you could just tell by these wicks right here that we respecting this gap. Anyway, we get back to the 1 hour. All right, so we got SMT with Nas at London highs within a 4 hour value gap. We fell into close past the CE of the fair value gap, and we above yesterday highs. We're in a premium above previous day range and the dinner range, and we above midnight. And then what did I see right here? What did I see right here? We ain't even into stock open yet, and I already saw some nice sales. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to y'all like I wasn't trying to buy and I thought that we was gonna respect this gap right here, because on the 1 hour, if you look at it, we actually inverted this negative fair value gap. I mean, bearish fair value gap. So I thought that we was gonna, you know, come to that 15 minute that I just showed y'all and go higher. But I got caught on the wrong side. But sometimes, you know, when you got conflicting biases, you know, you can catch it. You can catch, like, even when you lose, you can still make some money. That was one thing I've always learned. Even when you lose, you can still make some money. So bet. So coming into right here, right, what do I see? I see we swept out these highs, right? And I see that we closed below this low. If we in bullish order flow, you want to see price respect gaps and lows and manipulate lows. But instead, this candle right here, we closed below it and we closed below this. And we disrespected this order block, right? Which is technically now a break. So then we come in to this day, and it's crazy how price will just really try to induce you, man. We came down, and look at this clean sweep, right? If you was on the wrong side of the market, you would have saw this sweep in this 1 hour per value gap like I showed y'all earlier, and you would have went to the 5 minute, right? You would have saw this change and stayed delivery with this order block, and you would have bought it. You would have been targeting these relative equal highs. Man, the market really know how to play you. For real, the market really know how to play you. So we're going to the 5 minute, right? Remember, we got news coming up at 9. So my news, well, I think in terms of the CST, I know that I said 9 and I marked 10, but, you know, I think in terms of CST because of where I'm at. But it was 10 a.m. news, PMI. You can see the American flag right there, PMI, right? I think it'll pop up. It'll pop up. Yeah, PMI news. So boom. Come up. But like, if you was in a buy and you saw this, like, that's not really strong bullish order flow. You know what I'm saying? Like, no gas was made. Yeah, we got an order block, but it's not really, I don't know. It's just not, it's not displacing. It's not like showing me like, hey, this is where I want to go. So you would have waited on news. And not only that, this is the closest fair value gap near stock open. And I've noticed that a lot of the time when I see a 15-minute fair value gap near stock open, a lot of times they get respected. I just feel like it's a good reference because if they don't get respected, more than likely you can use it as an inverse. If they do, might be the move for the day. So look, you get this rejection candle coming out of this 15-minute fair value gap. We got CISD right here. Let me put that on top. We got CISD right here. Let me see. I kind of want to clean this up. Let me, I'm going to remove this and this. Just remember that we within this 4 hour fair value gap. And to be honest, I really want to take this indicator off and just mark London high and London low. Right? So now we can see it look a little more clean. So now we can see the sweep, CISD, break a structure gap. We come down, sweep London low, we come up, now we're respecting this gap. So really this move was just a retrace for the real move. That's something else I learned. Sometimes your POI, your point of interest move, your A+ setup might be a retrace. So what happens when news drops? Boom. Now you see something like this, a lot of people get FOMO and they'll just hop right in. But no, let price tell you what it want to do. That one more counterprint. Okay, boom. Now we got a fair value gap. And the fact that it was green and we got this wick, you should expect some kind of, you know, retrace up in there, right? Might as well go on market. Might as well go on market. So, all right, boom. Now, matter of fact, hold on, wait, let me go back. If I go to the 1 minute, because I can actually like catch the counter that goes in there. So soon as we came in here, I'm not gonna lie, like you really could have just got in. Like really on this counter, like soon as we got in there, you could have just got in the sales, stop loss, probably like right here at this order block, and then going lower, I would probably let me see, I can go on a 15 minute. Going lower, I would have targeted the open of this gap. Cause in my head, I'm like, we probably going back to EQ. I would have targeted the open of this gap. Right, let's go back to the 5 minute. I just did it to get my draws on liquidity. So as we can see, we already got an order block coming right here. Boom, boom, boom. Down, 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 TP. How long did that take? 10, 10, like a 30-minute trade, bro. We got 30 racks. Not for real, but you get what I'm saying though, like that was an easy trade. Like you wouldn't even have to stay in there long. Like let's say you got in right here and you just went for a 1 or 2. Stop loss at the high of that displacement candle, 1 or 2, you would have hit. Like real quick too. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get to my other examples. We're gonna keep this one kind of fast. Keep these next ones kind of fast. So, all right. On this one, I want y'all to remember this list, right? I'm gonna just reference back to here because I don't know if it's gonna pop up on the other one. So on this one, I believe, what was this one? So July 23rd. Okay, yeah, this was my, give me a second. I remember what example this was. So July 23rd was a London low sweep within a 4-hour fair value gap. So, all right, coming into today, we can see that Tuesday, I remember when I saw the market like fall off and Tuesday came into Friday's low right here. And I think it was a daily fair value gap on there. And so seeing that we inverse this gap and then we broke structure, we break structure right here, we close above this gap, close above this one. I was bullish. You know what I'm saying? Like we came here and we retraced down, we swept this high, retraced down. I was like, give me the money. I felt like we was gonna make new all-time highs. Just cause we're not like in a premium of this range. We kind of already like disrespected the premium for real. Cause if we would have respected the premium of this range, we would have probably fell like somewhere right here. Like we wouldn't have closed above this one, especially it being the first presented gap of this breakdown after it broke structure. So got this 4-hour fair value gap, right? We're below London lows. Below London lows. So seeing that we're in a 4-hour fair value gap, right? I'm actually gonna retrace one more. And then go to the 15 minutes since we, time frame alignment, shawty. So here's stock market open. We open right here. And we're displacing lower, going lower, going lower. Now, when you got a POI, I learned from my hard-headed experiences, you really gotta wait for price to come to your context or your point of interest before you engage with price, because some people probably chase this and then might have not even had this 4-hour fair value gap mark and got caught on the wrong side. Especially when you see something like that, it get right here and it just instantly bounce back in. So I actually want to go on the 5 minutes. So okay, boom, 9:30, 9:45. So now we near the macro. Right? Now we near the macro. So if you bullish and you see various fair value gaps coming into your context, the easiest entry is to just look for an inversion. So then we come in, I like this candle. Nice rejection candle. See, it's a low right here. We sweeping this low. And we coming into a 5-minute fair value gap within a 4-hour fair value gap. So we got delivery out of this. There's probably some 15s over there too. So boom. 950 macro comes in. We get a rejection candle. Bullish pin bar. It's probably some 3-minute inverses right here, but I'd rather wait on the 5-minute inverse. See, you would have got caught. You would have got caught up. So then boom. So I'm not gonna lie. Like, you could wait until this, but if I see something like this, like, it's already closing over the main threshold of it. So more than likely in my eyes, I'm like, I don't know, me, I would have got risky right here, because to me, 3 back-to-back 5-minute candles, this more than likely finna be a bullish 15-minute candle. I would have just got in. TP's at New York high. Stop loss under the inversion. That's like a 1 or 2, I believe. Let me see. It's actually better than the 1 or 2. 1 and 2.5. So we let this play out. Oh man, that's crazy. See? That's what I get. That's what I get for being risky. This might have been, I think this is one of them days where it kind of came a little late. Well, we got it right here. See? So, see? Y'all just saw me learn a lesson in real time. But I know, but even if I would have got stopped out, like, I wouldn't have held my head. I would have been like, all right, bro, like, because now I'm thinking that on the 3-minute, right, we come down here, we broke structure right here, came lower, this became an order block, then we sweep this low, got a change in the state right here. You know, you see this? Because we respecting this order block, respect this order block. We making higher lows, so these lows are getting respected. So at this point, you know, now you can get back in. We down 4 bands, but we're going to get it back. We're going to get it back in blood. Same entry. Let's do it. Look at that. Up 6. Up 6. And I ain't gonna lie, like, seeing how strong this was, man, look, you really could have low-key put a standard deviation on this. And if you know we finna head up here, man, you could have played a little small play. Let me see. Let me just type it in. Could have played a little small one. Right here. Stop loss under this fair value gap. TP at 2. Let's see how this play out. Ooh. If we're gonna find support. I don't know. I see something like this, I probably break even. Let's see if we hit TP still. So in a case like this, I probably trail my stop loss under this candle, saving us a band, around the band. All right, so bet, boom. I learned this from T-Trades. I see some black candles coming to a fair value gap. This is a high probability order block because it made it fair value gap. Once we close over that, that's a protected low. So I'm gonna go under this order block right here. Then I want to see this fair value gap support us higher. If I get stopped out, it's cool. We done went into the next day. Let's see if we wake up and profit. Or if we gonna get stopped out. I'm clicking my, I know y'all hear that. All right, okay, we got stopped out. But we still up a band though. But let's go ahead and get to the last example. Let's go ahead and get to the last example. So what was this example? I kind of want to delete all these. Yeah, we're gonna remove everything. I remember what this was. So this was July 31st. And the example for this one, this was a previous day high sweep at all-time highs. So technically this one wasn't within a high time frame for value gap, but the fact that we at all-time highs and we like, not only did we sweep, I believe it was Monday's high. Let me go ahead and mark that out. Yeah, it was Monday's high. And it was Thursday. I'm gonna put yesterday high and then just change it. So not only did we sweep Monday high, but we was above Tuesday high and Wednesday high. So coming into Thursday, we are in a premium of Wednesday's range. Remember, the equilibrium of Wednesday range is somewhere up here, somewhere down here in this inversion of this BPR down here. We traded above midnight slightly during London, and we at all-time highs. Plus, it's July 31st, and we coming into August. August is like famously known for being a bearish month. So we got monthly sentiment. Well, no, we got seasonality sentiment. We're in the premium of yesterday's range. We reacted with a change in the state of delivery on the hourly above midnight and above Monday's high. But let's go to the 15 minute and play it out. So coming into today, what do you see? Right? Sometimes I really like to just bring the chart like right here and just ask myself like, okay, we came down low, made this high. So we look bullish. We're making higher highs, higher lows. Came through, swept these relative lows into this fair value gap in this order block. We displaced higher. But what happened right here? We closed below this gap. We inverted this gap, created a rejection candle, made a swing high, came lower. Then we displaced and dissipated this gap. So now we just inverted two 15-minute fair value gaps. We're above yesterday high. We're above yesterday high, Tuesday high, Monday high. We at all-time highs. And this manipulation happened above midnight. And we above previous day range equilibrium. Now, I ain't see what news was on either one of these days, but we're going to thug it out. Let me see, where is 8:30? So I ain't gonna lie, you see something like this coming into New York, this be them days where you really want to front run stock open, right? Like you see price react to this gap, and it look like we're about to make a new gap. But me being a responsible trader that I am, I'm gonna go ahead and wait on stock open. Boom. look like we sweeping Asian low, right? Need a little more data. Boom. I ain't gonna lie. You see something like this, like, I'm gonna just go and hop in. Just cause it looked like we about to displace. So as far as my stop loss, I probably put it above this, above that FVG. My TP. Let's go come to this one, this original manipulation leg, and we're gonna standard deviation that thing. We'll come to 3. So that's like a 1 and 2. Like a 1 and 2, I believe. And we're gonna rock out. Dang. All right, cool. We down 10. So look like we want to go high, right? Manipulate the Asian low. But let's see what happened. Let me see. So you see this candle right here? Look like we reacting to this for value gap. Let me see. It comes to the 3 minute. All right. I think I remember this day. I think this is a day where it like just went. It manipulated both directions. Then we went down. So for me to get interested again, I would want to see, yep. So now we get a 3 minute inversion. This was the move. Yeah, let's go ahead and let's see, stop loss right here. Come back to the 5 minute. My TP gonna be, I'm gonna target right here. Just make it simple. I ain't finna do the standard deviation again. But I'm kinda interested though. It's like, I usually go for like 2 to 3, but I don't know. I would feel a little risky on today just because we coming into August and we above all-time highs. I usually price dumps hard after it hit all-time highs. So let's rock out. Boom, boom. So now you want to see this. You want to see this fair value gap resist price down and make an order block, which it did. Boom. Now at this point, I'll probably bring my stop loss right here. So now we made our money back. And I want to see this order block resist price too. Probably bring this back a little bit just because I want to hit TP. Came into the order block. This is where you gotta trust your trades. Did I get? Oh man, it look like it's about to retrace on us. See, that's what happened when you're greedy. That's what happened when you're greedy. But either way though, like, I still caught a nice trade. You know what I'm saying? Like, we still caught a nice trade. But let's see how we should have done that though. This is what back testing is for. So when I initially caught FOMO right here, and see, this be them days where you realize like you can be right and still lose money. For real, still lose money. So seeing that we was under Asian low, probably should have waited on the retrace. But it's hard, you know, you see candles like this, it's hard to sit there and wait on it. But now once you saw this though, it's like, okay, now we got like some context. If we respect this, we going higher. But seeing that we swept yesterday, well, Monday high, like the current week's high, into all-time highs, and we reacting lower, I wouldn't have felt like we was finna go up. So boom, come to the 3 minute. Probably could have came to the 1 minute. Really could have played this if you was feeling froggy. So boom, we want to see how price reacting to this 1 minute. If everybody got 2 of them right here. As soon as you got this inversion, I probably would, I would have got in right here. As soon as I saw this breaker structure, bullish failure swing right there, yeah, I would have got in right here. Stop loss at this high, and then same standard deviation is manipulation leg. And I would have targeted 2.5 to be conservative for real. And we have liftoff. TP hit. Up 30 bands. That's how you should have did it. But, hey, you live and you learn. You feel me? I'm learning just like y'all. And I'm kind of like at this weird stage in my trading career. It's like, I'm not gonna lie, like I demoed for like probably like almost 2 years, bro. Like I was like that dedicated to learning this skill because it really got to a point in my life where I feel like this all I got. Like I love music, but I don't know. Like music is kind of like it's just, I ain't gonna say it's a pipe dream. It's just, I just got tired of like chasing a career that's dependent on somebody else. Cause like as a producer, you don't get a lot of money unless you got the right team, the right lawyer. You gotta have an artist that actually want to pay you, actually want to fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, but most, I ain't gonna get into all politics, but trading, bro, like that's just a freedom that I just I couldn't stop thinking about it. Like even when I wanted to give up, I was like, bro, like what else out here do you know that you can get paid from your phone without a boss, without a client? You're not a slave to nobody. Cause like when you start a business, like you a slave to your business. You a slave to your clients. You a slave to your customers. If you get a job, you a slave to your boss. You a slave to the company. You a slave to your time. You can't even use your time how you want to. You gotta ask for your time. Hey, can I take off for this day? Paid time off, like you trading your time for money, like it's slavery. Even though I'm doing it, like I'm doing it now, but I'm doing it. I'm doing it to fund, you know, to fund other skills and other businesses. Like I think all you should. So, but yeah, man, y'all got to see my A+ setups. Y'all got to see me back test a few of them and how I manage my trades. Maybe I might make a video on managing my trades on the next one. You know, if y'all got any suggestions, any other recommendations y'all want to see from me, feel free to drop them in the comments. But we out. Peace.